All right, in this video we're going to talk about some of the chemical reactions that alkenes can do. We will look at combustion real quick. It's very similar to what it was for alkanes. Also give a quick look to addition reactions. What I'm not going to have you do though are predict products of addition reactions. It's a bit more complex than we're going to go into this semester. So quick refresher for combustion. In this case specifically, an alkene is your fuel. With last chapter it was an alkane, but it's still going to be plus oxygen, making carbon dioxide and water. And remember to go back and balance your equation just like we did before. So nothing different here. The new reaction that we're going to look at real quick are addition reactions. So this is really kind of the opposite of what we did with the dehydrogenation, where we removed the two hydrogen atoms to make room for the double bond. Now we're starting with the double bond and we're going to go down to a single bond to make room to add two atoms back in. So here are the different types of addition reactions and the overall reaction scheme for alkenes. We've got combustion, which we talked about. I didn't talk about polymerization, but your alkenes can add on to each other to make long chains, which are polymers, which are typically your plastics. But for the addition reaction, we can add either a symmetrical molecule or an unsymmetrical molecule. So something like H2, the two hydrogen atoms, one hydrogen is going to add to either side of the double bond and make the alkane. So the double bond goes away. We could also do something like X2, so Br2, one Br gets added to both carbons of the double bond, and you end up with the dihaloalkane. We can also do unsymmetrical. So for example, HBr, the two halves are different. H goes to one, Br goes to the other, and you get your alkane. Water is another example of asymmetrical. So the OH adds to one carbon, H adds to the other, and you make what we call an alcohol. So that's really all I'm expecting you to do with these addition reactions, is just recognize them. If you start with an alkene, you're adding two atoms in and it becomes an alkane. That is an addition reaction. Here's another visual, problem first. So what type of reactions do we have for alkenes? They do not do elimination. They do addition. Substitution is not an alkene reaction. Decomposition, technically really anything can decompose, but we're not going to go into detail on that. So addition is the right answer here. So here's that extra visual for the addition reaction. We're starting off with a double bond. We're going to get rid of one of the two. So now if I look at this carbon, it only has 3 bonds. Same with the other side. So it has room to make a fourth bond to a different atom. So one is going to get half of the molecule. The other carbon will get the other half. So here I have this new bond formed. Here I have this new bond formed. And now I only have a single bond in between the two carbon atoms. So that's your addition reaction. That is the end of chapter 13, or at least the first half of it for this module. Next week we will do the second half and look at alkynes.